On a warm summer day in 1897, a young chemist named Arthur Eichengreen uncovers a breakthrough that will change medicine forever. But as he celebrates, shadows loom, threatening to erase his legacy from history. For centuries, a simple white pill has transformed lives. This pill treats pain, prevents heart attacks, and reduces cancer risk. Its active ingredient has roots stretching back over 3,000 years. Yet the man behind modern aspirin vanished from the pages of history, his name lost to a dark chapter of persecution. In ancient Egypt, around 1534 BC, a physician consults the Ebers Papyrus, prescribing dried willow leaves for pain and inflammation. He is unaware of the science behind it, but he trusts the wisdom passed down through generations. The active ingredient in willow bark, salicin, becomes salicylic acid in the body, offering. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, prescribes willow bark tea in 400 BC for fever and pain. Native American tribes also find solace in this natural remedy, yet the bitter taste and side effects plague its effectiveness. Pain management remains a In 1763, British clergyman Edward Stone conducts a pioneering clinical trial, documenting the effects of willow bark on fevers. His findings hint at a revolutionary approach, yet the full potential of this remedy remains. The breakthrough arrives in 1828, when German chemist Johann Buchner isolates salicin in pure crystalline form. This marks a turning point, allowing scientists to explore the chemistry behind the healing properties of willow. In 1853, French chemist Charles Frédéric Gerhardt synthesizes acetylsalicylic acid, the precursor to aspirin, but dismisses it as unfeasible for commercial production. His discovery, though monumental, gathers dust in the annals of scientific literature. Then, in 1897, Arthur Eichengreen joins Bayer. Motivated by his father's suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, he sets out to create a gentler salicylate. Leading a brilliant team, he partners with Felix Hoffmann, igniting a race to refine acetylsalicylate. On August 10, 1897, Hoffmann successfully synthesizes a stable form of acetylsalicylic acid. Their extensive tests reveal astonishing results: effective pain relief with less stomach irritation. Bayer recognizes the potential and patents the formula, branding it aspirin. Within a decade, aspirin becomes the world's best-selling drug. It provides miraculous relief to countless individuals suffering from chronic pain. Yet, amidst their triumph, the true contributor, Arthur Eichengreen, remains shrouded in obscurity. As profits soar, Bayer credits Felix Hoffmann as the inventor. Eichengreen's contributions fade from company history, systematically erased in a troubling twist. This isn't mere oversight, it's a calculated act of erasure. When the Nazis rise to power in 1933, Eichengreen faces persecution. He is ousted from his position at Bayer, his achievements vanishing from German scientific literature. In 1944, he is arrested and sent to the Theresienstadt, narrowly escaping death as liberated. Desperate to reclaim his legacy after the war, Eichengreen writes articles and reaches out to Bayer. The company remains resolute, continuing to credit Hoffmann and ignoring Eichengreen's pleas for acknowledgement. The truth grows more elusive. Eichengreen passes away in 1949, still fighting for recognition. For decades, history books perpetuate the myth, crediting Hoffmann for the invention of aspirin. It isn't until 1999 that historian Walter Sneeder uncovers that Sneeder's research finally reveals Eichengreen as the rightful inventor of aspirin, yet the struggle to correct historical records persists. The systematic erasure proves difficult to undo, leaving many sources still crediting Hopp. While the legacy of its inventors struggles to surface, aspirin continues to revolutionize medicine. In 1948, physician Lawrence Craven notes that patients chewing aspirin gum have fewer heart attacks. He begins prescribing low-dose aspirin, proposing its role. Initially dismissed, Craven's claims are met with skepticism from the medical community. The idea that a simple painkiller could prevent heart attacks seems implausible, yet the truth lies within the molecular mechanics of aspirin. Aspirin inhibits platelet aggregation, preventing blood cells from forming dangerous clots. Daily low-dose aspirin reduces heart attack risk by 25% and stroke risk by 30%. It transforms from a mere pain reliever into, with just 21 atoms, the aspirin molecule proves remarkably potent. It blocks an enzyme, cyclooxygenase, curbing inflammation and clot formation simultaneously. This elegant solution emerges from a humble compound, reshaping. In 1974, British pharmacologist John Vane wins the Nobel Prize for elucidating aspirin's molecular action. Ironically, nearly 75 years pass after aspirin's introduction before the world truly understands its significance. As research uncovers new benefits, the story of aspirin evolves. Yet, the legacy of those who brought it to light, especially Eiking Grun, remains entangled in the shadows of history. The fight for recognition continues, even as aspirin reduces colorectal cancer risk. It may help prevent Alzheimer's disease. Its anti-inflammatory properties are increasingly recognized as vital in combating chronic diseases. Then, in March 2020, a global pandemic sweeps across the world, shutting down everyday life. COVID-19 wreaks havoc, not just through respiratory failure, but also through deadly blood clotting. Patients succumb to strokes, heart attacks, and pulmonary embolisms, the result of hypercoagulation, blood clotting. In the chaos, doctors seek answers, trying various treatments. They begin to notice something remarkable. Patients taking low-dose aspirin show significantly better outcomes. The anticoagulant properties that protect cardiac patients from heart attacks also prevent the deadly clots caused by COVID-19. Multiple studies validate this discovery. While aspirin cannot prevent COVID infection, it dramatically lowers the risk of death in those who are infected, thwarting catastrophic clotting. A drug birthed in 1977 becomes a lifeline in a 21st century pandemic. Today, aspirin stands as the most widely used drug in human history. Over 40,000 tons are consumed each year globally, equating to approximately 120 billion tablets. It holds a respected place on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicines. Its ubiquity leads us to forget it has only existed for about 125 years. In perspective, humans have known aspirin for a shorter time than electric light bulbs. For most of human history, pain and fever endure. A headache that we now ease with 2 aspirin was once a debilitating affliction for our ancestors. The pharmaceutical industry that aspirin spawned has grown into a massive entity, worth over $1.4 trillion worldwide. Bayer alone amassed over 40 billion euros in revenue in 2022. Remarkably, even off-patent and available as a generic, aspirin remains one of Bayer's most lucrative products. Yet amidst this financial success, Arthur Eiking Grun, the Jewish chemist who made it all, the museum at Bayer headquarters barely acknowledges his contributions, a reflection of the systematic erasure initiated by the Nazis, which continues today through corporate convenience. Aspirin did more than relieve pain. It revolutionized medicine, shifting focus from mere symptom treatment to preventative care. It demonstrated how simple chemical compounds could wield extraordinary effects on human health. It paved the way for modern pharmaceutical research, saving countless lives through pain relief, fever reduction, and the prevention of heart attacks and strokes. From ancient Egyptian willow bark to Eichengrun's stolen invention, through the horrors of Nazi concentration camps to its role in modern medicine, this simple molecule carries a tapestry of human suffering, scientific brilliance, ethnic persecution, corporate avarice, and the man who created it passed away, fighting for recognition that came far too late. Meanwhile, the company that erased him from history continues to prosper from his genius. In that bottle of aspirin resting in your medicine cabinet lies a story of a brilliant chemist whose legacy was stolen, a poignant reminder that history hides in the most